The curtains move like you're walking in, but it's only the wind again. Your coffee cup is where you left it, cold like the side of the bed. I tried to clean the fingerprints of every memory we made, but the walls still whisper your name, like they don't know you've gone away. I tell myself I'm healing, but healing feels like pretending, when every quiet room is louder than we've ever been. And I'm still here, still holding the air you left behind. Still here, tracing your shadow next to mine. You disappeared without a warning, no last word, no final line. But I'm still here, somehow loving you in the silence. Flickering, like it can't decide to stay, just like the way you love me, half warm and half afraid. I replay our almost forevers, like they're scenes I can't rewrite, but the ending never changes. You walk out every time. They say the time will soften the sharpness of goodbye, but time just makes it clearer. You never really tried, and I'm still here, still breathing in what used to be. Still here, where you said you'd always meet me. You vanished into nothing, like we were never alive. But I'm still here, with a heart that doesn't know how to leave. If you ever think about me, does it ache the way it does? Or did you find our story up and call it not enough? I don't need you to come back, I just needed you to stay long enough to finish what we were too scared to say. 'Cause I'm still here, standing in the wreckage of us. Still here, holding pieces you gave up. You let the silence close the door, like love was just a phase. But I'm still here, still loving you in all the words we never said. And I'm still here. We left the lights on in the hallway, like one of us would turn around. Your coffee cup still on the table, lipstick fading, golden brown. You said we'll talk about it later. later never came. The silence grew between our shoulders and settled in you and me. I watched you almost say you love me, felt it hanging in the air, but almost doesn't hold a heartbeat. Almost isn't there. We had no last word, no final goodbye, no door slammed shut, just a quiet night. No shattered glass, no screaming truth, just me still reaching for the ghost of you. Your jacket's gone from by the window, but your shadow's on the floor. I trace the outline of your absence like I've done 100 times before. I thought love would hang in thunder, what tears I couldn't hide, but it faded like a whisper. You just stepped outside. I waited for the storm to break me, for a reason I could blame, but there was only quiet breathing and the echo of your name. We had no last word, no final goodbye. No, don't you dare. No, please don't cry. No twisted fight, no just to find your silence. At the end you let me grow like I was there. Now every road still feels you there, and I replay it in the dark, every unfinished part. We had no last word. If you had yelled, I could have hated you. If you had lied, I could have healed. But you just left like love was something you never said out loud or never really sealed. So I scream out into the quiet, into the space you left behind. I love you more than you'll ever know, and you never said you were still mine. We had no last word, no closing scene, no final lines to set us free. Just open hands and blurry eyes and all the things we never tried. You slipped away without a sound, but your silence still pulls me down, and I'm still speaking to the dark, still breaking in my heart. We had no last word, just no more you, just unfinished us, and the truth that I still love you. You left the light on in the hallway, like coming back for it. Your jacket still hangs by the doorway, breathing in the shape of us. You didn't slam the door behind you, you didn't say the words out loud. Just folded up our future slowly and placed it in the quiet. Your eyes were somewhere far away, but your hands were still in mine. We were standing in the middle of the love that couldn't decide. It was a half goodbye, half of you still holding me, half of you already gone, like a ghost inside our sheets. It was a half goodbye, no last kiss, no final cry, just silence couldn't go the room. Like we ran out of time, we didn't end, we just stopped trying. I still hear your footsteps in the spaces of the night, still feel your breath beside me. When I close my eyes too tight, we said maybe like a promise, like tomorrow might be kind, but maybe is a fragile word on hearts are misaligned. You said we needed distance, whenever how far you'd go. You left the door half open, so I'd never truly know. It was a half goodbye, half of us intertwined, half of us in separate boats, trying not to rewind. Everything we couldn't say. I wanted you to fight for me. You wanted peace instead, so we buried something beautiful without declaring it dead. Without leaving, and I stayed without you. That's the cruelest kind of love. Have goodbye. used to speak in constellations, tracing futures in the dark. Your fingers rolled across my silence like a promise on my heart. Now the room is wide and vacant. Your jacket's ghost still on the chair. Every word we didn't finish still lingers in the air. You said we'll talk when it feels right, but right never arrived. So I hold on to the almost, like it's still alive. It's the quiet between us, it's louder than goodbye. The space where your hand almost reaches mine, but falls away in time. It's the quiet between us, where I still hear your breath. Love didn't end, it just stopped speaking, and left me with what's left. We never broke like shattered glass. No screaming, no slammed doors, just a fading into absence of what we were before. I replay the half-sent messages, the calls we didn't make. Two hearts standing at the shoreline, too afraid to let it break. You'd said maybe in another life, like this one wasn't enough. So now I sleep beside the echo of unfinished love. It's the quiet between us that echoes through my bones, a symphony of almost in an empty home. It's the quiet between us, what forever couldn't stay. We couldn't lose each other, we just slowly slipped away. Silence is a language, and we spoke it fluently. Two hearts choosing distance over vulnerability. Tell me, did you feel it breaking when we let the moment pass? Or did you call it timing? What I called it as. It's the quiet between us, it tears me up at night. The words we never fought for, still burning in the light. It's the quiet between us, their love still softly leans, and come not healed, not over, just living in between. We never said it's over, we never said we're through. We just let the silence finish what we couldn't do. And I still hear you in the quiet between. We were quiet almost, a hand that never closed, fingers brushing in the dark like we were scared of wanting more. You said don't look at me like that, but you didn't look away. Your silence felt like gravity, calling me to stay. We danced around the truth like saying it would break it. Two hearts in the same room, too afraid to leave. almost time. Coffee cups in crowded rooms, your shoulder next to mine. Every accidental touch felt a little too designed. You talk about the future like I wasn't in a frame, but your voice would always soften when you said my name. We built a fragile world between what if and maybe, close enough to feel it. Mine, almost the story I'd rewrite, almost the home I still visit in my mind. We were one breath away, but still got in the way, and now I'm learning how to say goodbye to someone who was never really mine. You're almost the coffee's cold on your side of the bed. Morning light falls where you used to rest. Your shadow lingers on the bedroom wall like it doesn't know you left at all. I still fold your name inside my mouth, like saying it might bring you back somehow. But silence answers every prayer, and I'm alone with what's still there. We didn't end, we just faded thin, like a film that burned before the final scene. What happens after us? After the door shuts soft, after the words run out of love and we're too tired to fight. What happens after us? When the memories turn to dust, do we haunt each other's nights, or just learn to live with the quiet? Tell me, who am I after this? Your sweater's still here on my chair, holding the shape of when you cared. I trace the threads like they're your skin, trying to feel you again. The city moves like nothing broke, but every street still says your name. I walk through crowds of strangers' eyes, searching for yours in every face. We didn't close, we just let go, without a place for the earth to burn. What happens after us? After the maybe and the almost, after we lose what we never fully lost, and pretend we'll find. What happens after us? Maybe echoes all that's left of touch. Do we disappear with time? I'll cherry this unfinished rhyme. Tell me, who am I after us? Who am I after us? If love doesn't die, then where did it go? Does it live in the spaces we don't let show? Was I just a chapter you closed too soon, or are you still breaking under the fame? And if you ever miss me loud. Don't let our thing end without a sound. What happens after us? After the last slow touch, after the tears have dried enough to say goodbye out loud. What happens after us? When forever wasn't long enough, do we meet in another life, or stay strangers in this one now? Tell me, who am I after this? You left your coffee half cold on the table, like you were planning to come back soon. Your jacket still hangs on the back of my chair, holding the shape of you. The hallway echoes with unfinished footsteps, words that hovered but never flew. We were standing on the edge of something, and neither of us knew. I felt it breaking before it broke, like a glass heart cracking slow. You looked at me like you had something to say, but you let it go. It's the unsaid things that haunt me at night, the almost die, the almost fight, the trembling hands, your quiet eyes, the truth we bury between our sides. We let the silence take the blame, watch love flicker without a flame. Now every echo softly sings of all the unsaid things. I replay the scene in 1,000 versions, and some you turn around, and some I reach for your shaking hands before they drop down. But we were cowards in the gentlest way, too scared to bleed out loud. So we folded our hearts like fragile notes and never read them out. I heard your breath catch in your throat, like a storm you held inside. We were so close to saving us, but we let it slide. It's the unsaid things that haunt me at night, the almost die, the almost fight. It's something that haunts your quiet eyes, the still do. Maybe we lost it, trying not to. If I had whispered, don't let me go, would you have stayed? I'll never know. It's the unsaid things that tear me apart, the quiet war inside my heart, the words that trembled on your lips but never crossed the distance. We let the silence win at night, turn on the last remaining light. Now every memory softly clings to all the unsaid things. Young goals still leave threads in between, a space where love once used to be. I'm still listening for the unsaid things. You stand in the doorway like winter light, half in the room, half out of my life. Your shadow stretches across the floor, longer than love was before. The air feels thin where we used to breathe. Your silence says what you won't tell me. I trace your name on the fogged up glass, watching forever slowly pass. You're already somewhere I can't follow, already leaving while I still hold on. I'm on your fading side, where the colors turn to night, where your voice is just an echo breaking softly in my mind. I'm on your fading side, reaching for what we were, but you're dissolving into distance, and I'm the only one who hurts. We built a world from borrowed time, promises written in fragile lines. Now every word feels paper thin, tearing where love had been. You don't fight, you don't cry, you just slowly close your eyes, like I'm a chapter you've outgrown, like loving me was just a toy. You're already somewhere colder, already learning to let me go. I'm on your fading side, where the colors turn to night, where your touch is just a memory burning underneath my skin. I'm on your fading side, calling through the blood, but you're dissolving into silence, and I'm the only one who's hurt. Tell me, when did we start unraveling? When did forever turn conditional? I'm still here in the wreckage, holding pieces you don't miss. You're walking out in slow motion while my heart stays frozen still. If love is just a season, why am I stuck in it? Don't leave me on your fading side, don't let me be the afterthought, don't turn us into almost, like we were never all we've got. I'm on your fading side, where the light can't reach my hands, where I scream into the quiet, where you don't understand. We were a quiet warning, written in the dark. Two fragile hearts pretending we didn't hear the spark. Your hands were always trembling, like you already knew that love was just a season we weren't meant to move through. You said, don't look too far ahead, like tomorrow was a crime. But every kiss felt heavier, like we were stealing time. We were living on borrowed time, counting seconds like they were mine. Every forever felt like a lie, but I still stayed, I still stayed. We were dancing on thin goodbyes, tracing stars that we couldn't keep. If loving you was a beautiful crime, then I was yours on borrowed time. Your voice with times of silence, whenever hope got loud. We built our dreams in whispers, so fate wouldn't tear them down. I memorized your breathing, like it might disappear. Every night beside you was borrowed from my fears. You said, don't make this harder now, like love was something small. But every time you held me, I felt the coming for me. We're living on borrowed time, counting seconds like they were mine. Every forever felt like a lie, but I still stayed, I still stayed. We were dancing on thin goodbyes, tracing stars that we couldn't keep. If loving you was a beautiful crime, then I was yours on borrowed time, borrowed time. Maybe we were never meant to last, just a chapter written fast, and that bleeds but never tries to promise. Fading in your eyes, if I had known the clock would win, I still choose you again. Even knowing how it ends, I'd hold you through the breaking. We were living on borrowed time, hearts are running, no warning signs. Every always already goodbye, but I still stay. I still scared. We were burning in borrowed light, two shadows losing the fight. If loving you was my only crime, then love me for one more time, borrowed time. The clock keeps ticking. I trace the lines you never left behind. The shadowed smile in the corners of my mind. Your silence speaks louder than words could say. And I'm still waiting where your ghost remains. Every heartbeat's a whisper of what we lost. I reach for you, but I'm counting the cards. We stay unspoken in the space between. A story unfinished, a dream unseen. I hold the pieces, but they slip away. You're the song I never got to play. The echo of you lingers in the air, a gentle lake that no one else can share. I wear your absence like a second skin, a quiet longing where the tears begin. Every heartbeat's a whisper of what we lost. I reach for you, but I'm counting the cards. We stay unspoken in the space between. A story unfinished, a dream unseen. I hold the pieces, but they slip away. You're the song I never got to play. If words could follow, I'd call your name. With silence holds us and nothing to say. I'll keep you here where no one can take. A love unfinished, too fragile to break. We stay unspoken in the space between. A story unfinished, a dream unseen. I hold the pieces, but they slip away. You're the song I never got to play. We stay unspoken, but I love you still. In the quiet corners of the night, I feel unspoken. Forever we stay unspoken. I reached for you, but you slipped like water. Fingers through my hands, fading, getting farther. Empty rooms echo with what we left unsaid. Ghost of your laughter haunting my bed. I search the shadows, trying to find a trace of your heartbeat left behind. But the more I breathe, the less I hold. Your memory silver turning cold. You disappear like thin air, gone before I even knew you were there. I'm calling out but no one hears. just the silence carrying all my fears. You vanish like thin air, a whisper that dissolves, leaving despair. I reach again, but it's too late. You're a dream that won't stay. Fogged with the warmth of the past, I trace the outlines knowing they can't last. Every word we spoke now floats in space, a love unfinished, a shadow I chase. I chase the echoes, chasing the wind, every beginning that we couldn't begin. The air between us grows too wide, I hold the emptiness where you used to hide. You disappear like thin air, gone before I even knew you were there. I'm calling out but no one hears, just the silence carrying all my fears. You vanish like thin air, a whisper that dissolves, leaving despair. I'll reach again, but it's too late. You're a dream I won't stay. You're a dream that won't stay. Grasping, falling through time, every heartbeat, every rhyme. I'll breathe you in, but you're not there. Love dissolved into thin air. You disappear like thin air, a shadow fading, I'm left bare. I scream your name into the night, but the wind carries nothing. Only light. You vanish like thin air, whisper lost, love unfound. Reach again, but it slips away. Forever gone, and I stay. Faded photographs tucked in my sleeve, I trace the lines of who we used to be. Whispers in the hall, echoes in the night. Your shadow lingers where we lost the light. I reach for memories that slip through my hands, like grains of sand, like a broken plan. Every word we never said still haunts me deep. In the silence I can hear you wail. Words are echoes of what used to be, ghosts of a love that was never free. I hold on, but you've slipped away. Used to be us, now it's yesterday. Used to be, oh, used to be. Midnight streets where we once roamed, every corner feels like a dream long gone. I play our song on a battered piano, every note cries out for the us we know. I reach for memories that slip through my hands, like fragile glass, like forgotten plans. Every touch that faded lingers in the air, a bittersweet ache that's everywhere. We're just echoes of what used to be, ghosts of a love that was never free. I hold on, but you've slipped away. Used to be us, now it's yesterday. Used to be the lines we never spoke. Your shadow lingers where I broke. Whispers fade into the night, yet I feel you in the quiet light. All the years we left undone, all the words that came too late, I hold them gently in my hands, as if love could rewrite fate. No door closed, no heart too far. I still reach for where you are, even in the silent rooms of us. I hear vibes, it pulls me up. No door closed, nowhere to find. Your memories inside my mind. The rain falls soft on empty streets. I hear your steps in every beat. Moments lost yet never gone. I carry you as I move on. All the nights we didn't stay, all the things we couldn't say, I fold them into fragile lines, hoping they will hold us right. No door closed, no heart too far. I still reach for where you are, even in the silent rooms of us. I hear your voice, it pulls me up. No door closed, nowhere to find. Your memories inside my mind. Time can't steal what's never gone. I will find you in the dawn. Every tear a bridge to you, every echo leads me through. No door closed, no heart too far. I still reach for where you are, even in the silent rooms of us. I hear your voice, it pulls me up. No door closed, nowhere to find. Your memories inside my mind. No door closed, no locked in night. I carry you with every sigh. I trace the lies we never spoke. No door closed. I hear your voice in the quiet halls, a shadow of laughter that softly falls. Fingers trace the space you left behind, a fragile echo lost in my mind. The night stretches on, Your ghost by my side, every word unsaid, a tide I can't hide. Echo loud, I still feel you calling through the dark, through the walls I'm falling. Time drifts away, but your heart lingers near, a whisper of us I can still hear. Moonlight drapes the places we used to be, faded photographs, fragments of memory. I reach for warmth that's no longer there, just the echo of love hanging in the air. The wind carries traces of your name, every heartbeat a flicker, never the same. Echo loud, I still feel you calling through the dark, through the walls I'm falling. Time turns to white, but your heart lingers near, a whisper of us I can still hear. I chase the sound, it slips through my hands, a fragile echo that won't let me stand. And though the world moves on without you, every note reminds me of truth. Echo loud, I still feel you calling through the dark, through the walls I'm falling. Time drifts away, but your heart lingers near, a whisper of us I can still hear. Echo loud, echo loud, I can still hear. I caught your shadow in the corner of my mind. Time slipped through fingers we thought would never unwind. Silent whispers trace the lines we couldn't say. Frozen moments haunt the spaces where we lay. If we press play, will we break or bend? Or do we let the quiet hold us till the end? Pause us, hold me in this endless in between, where the unsaid lingers and the world turns unseen. I don't wanna lose the thread we almost found. Let the silence be the only sound. Candles burn low, like memories fading slow. I reach for your hand in the echoes of long ago. Every heartbeat trembles with the weight of maybe, where a story parts unfinished and never ready. If we pass the lay, will the pieces fall? Or do we let the stillness cradle us through it all? Pause us, hold me in this endless in-between, where the unsaid lingers and the world turns unseen. I don't wanna lose a thread we almost found. Pause us, let the silence be the only sound. Time bends, hearts suspend. We float in the gray, a fragile breath of what we couldn't say. Let me stay in your quiet, in your pause, where love lingers softly without a cause. Pause us, hold me in the endless in between, where the outside lingers and the world turns unseen. Don't let the moment fade, don't let it fall apart. Pause us, keep me frozen in your I can feel you in the corners of this quiet room. Your shadow lingers softly, even in the gloom. I reach for words that never learn to stay. The echoes of you keep pulling me away. And I know you're not here, but you're still around. A whisper in the dark, a memory unbound. Not quite gone, you haunt the spaces in between. A fading light, a half-forgotten dream. I try to let go, but your ghost keeps holding on. Not quite gone, not quite gone. The air still smells of mornings we once knew. Empty cups, quiet streets, traces of you. I trace the steps we made. you're still around. A whisper in the dark, a memory undone. Not quite gone. You haunt the spaces in between, a fading light, a half-forgotten dream. I try to let go, but your ghost keeps holding on. Not quite on, not quite gone. I call your name into the night. The stars won't answer, but they shine your light. Every heartbeat tells me we're still close. A quiet love, a lingering ghost. Not quite gone. You haunt the spaces in between, a fading light, a half-forgotten dream. I try to let go, but your ghost keeps holding on. Not quite gone, not quite gone. You will stay inside my song. The room still holds your echo. Curtains sway where you once stood. I trace the spaces that you left. The air tastes like we never could. I keep the door unlocked, even when I know you won't come back. A fragile hope I can't dismiss, the shadow of your past left open, like the wounds you left inside. I'm wandering through memories that won't die. Soft whispers in the dark, I still reach for your hand. Left open, my heart can't understand. Faded notes on the piano keys play the songs we used to know. Time moves on, but I freeze in the spaces where your love would glow. I keep the door unlocked, even when I know you won't come back. A fragile hope I can't dismiss, a shadow of your past left open, like the wounds you left inside. I'm wandering through memories that won't die. Soft whispers in the dark, The room is quiet, echoes of your name. Faded pictures whisper, nothing feels the same. Your shadow lingers in the corner of my mind. I reach for something, but it's lost in time. I trace the lines where we used to be, a gentle memory slipping through me. No thunder, no storm, just a fading light, a soft goodbye dissolving in the night. Soft ending, the last note of our song. I hold it close, oh, I know it's gone, falling slowly like petals on the floor. Love lingers, but we are never more. Empty hallways carry our silent screams. Moments unravel like fragile dreams. Your hand once warm, now only in my mind. A quiet surrender, the love we couldn't find. I chase the lies that we used to be, a gentle memory slipping through me. No thunder, no storm, just a fading light, a soft goodbye dissolving in the night. Soft ending, the last note of our song. I hold it close, though I know it's gone, falling slowly like petals on the floor. Love lingers, but we are never more. And I will watch the sunrise alone again. Every shadow of you, every silent refrain. In the hush of this moment, I let it know. Soft ending, the only way to know. Soft ending, the last note of our song. I hold it close, though I know it's gone, falling slowly like petals on the floor. Love lingers, but we are never more. Soft ending, soft I chase the corners of our room, shadows linger where you used to be. Every echo hums your name, and the silence falls heavier on me. I keep reaching through the dark, hoping your hand might find mine, but the air between us stays the same, a ghost of our once intertwined. If you stayed, would the night be kind? Would the walls remember our fight or our rhyme? If you stayed, would the tears run slow? Would we shatter like we always know? Your perfume clings to the floor like a memory I can't let go. Every heartbeat feels too loud, and the wind whispers what I can't show. I close my eyes to see your face, but the vision fades before it lands, and all I have are fragments here, slipping softly through my hands. If you stayed, would the night be kind? Would the walls remember our fight or our rhyme? If you stayed, would the tears run slow? Would we settle like we always know? The world might have been softer today. If you stay, would the night be kind? Would the walls remember our fight or our rhyme? If you stay, would the tears run slow? Would we share like we always know? If you stay, if you empty rooms, I trace the light. Shadows stretch across the night. Your voice is gone, it fades away. Let echoes linger where I stay. I reach for words that won't arrive, a hollow space where dreams survive. The air is thick with what we lost, a fragile line, a heavy course. Just silence falling like the rain between the lines of our pain. I hold your ghost, I can't let go. In quiet, love's the loudest. the songs we never played, a soft refrain of hearts decayed. Time moves slow but cuts so deep. I carry all the words you keep in every corner of my mind. The truth of us I cannot find. Just silence falling like the rain between the lines of all our pain. I hold your ghost, I can't let go. In quiet, love's the loudest Maybe someday I'll speak your name, but for now I stay the same. Wrapped in shadows, wrapped in grace. Your absence leaves a sacred space. Just silence, falling like the rain between the